gathered together from the cosmic reaches of the universe, here in this great hall of justice, are the most powerful forces of good ever assembled. Dedicated to truth, justice, and peace for all mankind.
Black Panther panel.
Yes.
On SDCC.
Did you see, what's her name, Lupita? She was dressed as a pink Power Ranger jumping around.
Yes.
I recognized her from the...
I didn't recognize her. I didn't realize I did not know. You must have been the only one then, because no one else did.
Oh, no, because she had the... Never mind.
She had two outfits.
It's a family show.
She also played. Was it?
You couldn't recognize from the...
I didn't recognize her from that.
He's
The most fans didn't recognize. She was there going all around the place.
well. She had two outfits. She had the Power Ranger, and she had Darth.
Oh, the dude who plays, he's like the only male character on Girls?
Yeah, that dude.
Yeah, I don't know his name.
She had his outfit on. She had the black. You didn't. Okay.
I never saw Girls.
No,
It's not
in
my
all
show,
seriousness,
okay?
nobody was going to recognize her because she had a full face mask.
Yeah, on both outfits.
How's anybody? She's jumping around like a sprite. Everybody's going to
like
think
a
she's
pixie.
weird.
Yes, yeah, it was great. And people take pictures. That would hurt me if I took a picture and say, "Oh, can I get a picture of your costume?" And then find out. Oh,
Now, if I heard her
God, she was
speaking,
right
I might have been like, "Oh, wait a second."
She's not gonna say nothing.
Wait a
Would
second.
you recognize what she sounded like even
Yes,
then?
you would.
I wouldn't have.
I have a.
Because then you get talking, you hear like, "Oh, accent. Oh, where are you from? Wait a second. Wait a minute. I know who you are. Yes. Okay, yeah."
I have her voice in my head because she did a line on one of those interviews. She's like, "Do me a rap lyric."
We want a lady in the street, but a freak in the bed, freak in the bed, freak in the bed, freak in the bed.
I play it on repeat all the time. Freak in the bed, freak in the bed. Sorry.
So what do you think of the panel from what you saw?
I didn't see the panel. I just saw Lupita running around.
That's
Tell me
all-
about the panel. All I care about is that. Sorry.
Those have to be some of the happiest people I've seen at a panel in some time. Okay, they were very happy. They had the audience was waiting for them with the damn red carpet. Okay, metaphorically, of course. But the audience received everything about the film and everything that they had to say with immense amount of positivity. Those guys look like they had the best time of their lives filming this, and I think that's for obvious reasons because there's a lot of positivity behind it. I think everybody was having a lot of fun with it. It's all new territory for them. It's a Marvel production. It's Black Panther. You know, they just look like they had a really, really good time doing the whole thing. They didn't really give me too much information that I didn't know already.
Yes.
Most of the stuff that they're bringing about, I know. Some things I could say, well, you know, the whole thing, like some of the stuff I don't know, the Dora Milaje I think have been aggrandized to a point that they were never meant to be.
They're much bigger, but they're bigger now in the comics now than they were
It's
before.
like what I say with Scott Snyder. You know, Christopher Priest, you put them in there. You can't say no, well, they were only meant to be his bodyguard. You put two hot chicks as his bodyguard. That's what people are going to do at the end of the day. Reginald Hudlin decided, hey, I'm going to shave them bald and, you know, put some tattoos on their head at the end of the day. You know, you can't, not to say that Christopher Priest said anything, but, you know, hey, you put them there, these guys are going to run off with it. But, you know, information aside, everybody just looks like there's a very genuine quality to all of the discourse that comes about. It's not like when you see, like you'll see Halle Berry and she's got some new film out. What is it? Like Taken or something of that nature.
Just bad names.
Yeah, well, she's got, it's like a film, and it's like this, but you know, she's a pro.
Yeah.
She knows the film is scat, but when they ask her questions about it, she's like, yeah, this is a character who's not going to be beaten down, who's going to get this, who's going to get that, and they all do it.
No,
they all do it. Okay, here,
I'm
in
going
this
on
particular,
Halle. Halle's done those movies, and the one with the caller is fine. It's just a terrible title.
I'm talking about the latest one that's coming
the
out.
later one.
With the kid stolen, the stolen kid, right?
Yeah, like stolen shit. Like
kid.
they picked they picked the wrong mother to mess with, right? They picked the wrong mother to mess with, right? Right? But
Very good.
these guys, when they're talking about the film, because most of the time, sometimes I think they can get away with it because they may not have seen the final cut of the film.
Yeah.
Or they purposely don't see the final cut of the film, so they can just talk about their involvement in it, and that can stay positive. But a lot of times, these guys have seen the film, so they already know, oh God, this is, but they still have to go out and do the pressers. Yeah. These guys are coming out, and they seem very positive, like they've seen the dailies, they've seen like enough of it, and they're like, no, this looks very good, very happy with it, very ecstatic, very enthusiastic about seeing what's going to come of it. So, you know, that was my take on the whole. That was my take on the whole panel. I wish they could have focused a little bit more. I would have liked to have focused a little bit more on like what type of villainy is going to actually happen because they got 3 villains here.
Yeah, they still haven't explained
that's like
that as well.
Batman level type of villains.
Bloating. It might be bloated. Villain bloat.
That's like Batman level. That's Batman level, type villains. And his major villain is supposed to be Eric Killmonger. You've got Claw. Man-Ape is really like it should be Man-Ape. If they do
Shouldn't
it right,
have done it. You said it again.
M'Baku.
if Man-Ape,
M'Baku.
if Man-Ape is more like Eric Killmonger's underling, then I can see it working to a certain extent because he's supposed to really be the guy to put the Black Panther through his paces. I don't know, but I have to admit, I'm going to have to sit and see how they. I'm going to have to sit, watch like everybody else, and see how they come out. But their enthusiasm was infectious.
Yes, it was. On the panel, I was very surprised at how well. You see a lot of different panels, and sometimes it just seems that they're just going through the rote answers. Well, this is what they got to see. I always watch the Game of Thrones panels, and when the Jon Snow had died, is Jon Snow dead? Everybody knows the man is alive, but everybody's like, oh, well, I really can't answer that, or you look, what do you think, and stuff like that. But here, they gave us some answers, but nothing too specific to take away. It seems as though the audience was very positive. I mean, this is going to be a hit. The question is just how big naturally, but it's going to do well. But again, I have to agree with Cal. I'm not sure who the real villain is in this story.
Claw, without a doubt.
No,
I don't know.
You can't have the white man become the lead villain and like I'm holding Man-Ape and got Man-Ape under my. Don't call him Man-Ape.
From what I'm looking at right here, the only thing that would make sense because you have all 3 of them there. Is Claw. If Claw wasn't there, then I could see a different way of doing it. But more than likely, it's going to be Claw.
But they didn't say that on the panel, though.
No, this
that's
is strictly from what I'm seeing.
Okay.
And Claw, before Eric Killmonger, Claw was his major villain because Claw was the one who killed his father. This is not what's happening in this film because his father's killed in Captain America: Civil War. But Claw, I would think Claw's the major villain because Claw could easily hire Eric Killmonger. To do a whole bunch of stuff over there. Eric Killmonger said, well, look, I'll get Man-Ape to come over here and work with me because we don't necessarily like your Panther guy. We worship apes, so we want to depose you. We're going to put Man-Ape on the throne. So you could go along that lines.
Well, then the other thing I would say, are we going to get full-blown Claw or do the Claw with the hand, just the...
I don't think we'd see that until, I think that's something like he'll probably become that and then with the next film, then you can see him go real space.
Climax, go into the energy, go into the sonic energy, become it.
If they wanted to do that, they could have done that in the second Avengers movie and then bring him in and let him do that because now you have to you're going to bring that in and then anytime they do something like that, it was like with Jamie Foxx playing Electro, where when he finally cuts loose, what happens? Spider-Man has to find a way to wrap this up quickly because he's too dangerous. He's too dangerous. So we're going to see him depose. So then, for all of that aggrandized power, I'm going to put you down quickly. Why? Because it's in the script. So it's in the script. I got to put you out in the third act. So that's how it would be. Well, we'll see.
Well, I've seen some of when they were traveling to the elevator, and it seems like, Lupita in any project has got so much energy for it. And always having so much fun. So,
energy.
But you see them in the elevator all together laughing and interacting, and that's something you don't get. Movies don't always go that way because you're dealing with pressure, hierarchy, line, people not getting enough lines and
pay.
And they're saying, oh, he's making more money. So you don't see that sort of infighting. People just there having fun and saying this could be something I could be doing for at least 3 movies or so.
Yeah, with the exception of Terrence Howard, most people have had nothing bad to say about their Marvel experience. The directors are always wiped out. They're like, God, I can't take this anymore. But everybody seems to have.
They got rid
Chris
of
Evans
They got rid of John Favreau, but he's like they wanted to get rid of him after the first one.
He's a director.
He's a director. Yeah.
He's a director. I
said, man, he's back in the film again. He was in the last Spider-Man.
That's money. It's like.
Yeah, I said the directors have issues because
they don't. Saying the other ones had issues. Favreau got the issue of them being like, can we get rid of them and get somebody else? Can we get?
Well, that's how they went with Ant-Man. Look, a lot of these guys are, to be honest, they're not even like the director said for this film. It's like, we're going to run with you if you can hack it. Now, you can't hack it, you got to go. Okay, because they wanted who's the director who was attached to Selma? They tapped her to do Black Panther. She was like, oh, no, I can't do that. Translation, she wanted to be too political, in the damn thing. And she's like, okay, you got to come off. who put someone else back on. Yet Kenneth Branagh doing Thor, and he said, okay, I can only do that once. Because these guys are probably
it's
used
a
to a certain
system.
amount of autonomy.
Right.
Yeah.
And, Disney's coming in there like, hell no. This is what we're trying to get done over here. If you can work in these parameters, you can do it. Joss Whedon could only do it for 2 films, and he's like, look, I got to run to DC now. I need to go someplace where I can just show my ass and nobody's going to care. Disney's like, no, Disney has rules. I'm not used to this.
That's right.
Well, we have to get into the Terrence Howard thing one more time.
Why?
Because,
Empire.
well, we have that, and then at the same time,
I'm just shooting.
his replacement already went for the role at the same time. So you could have had Don Cheadle in the first movie if you didn't like him. So just don't act like, oh, we decided to get a better actor. You already decided we like Terrence Howard better than Don Cheadle. So we took Terrence
He
Howard.
fit the role. He was, tall.
Yes.
You know.
And then you get a...
I don't think so. I thought Cheetah would have been a better thing. the very first
Tall,
one.
military thing.
I think
No.
Cheetah would have been much better.
How better has he been? Look at him.
They haven't given much light. You know what
How
you want to
many
do?
times
They
did
How
haven't
much?
given much
Well,
light.
Answer the question. How better has he been?
He's
wasn't-
been a lot better.
Well, on his back, he does.
That's what you're saying?
Don't start that, man.
And he's
Best one he had was third Iron Man film when he got to really run around and jump, and I thought they did a good bit for him. But the whole second one, hey, it wasn't like Terrence Howard couldn't have done
look,
it.
look. Sellout.
No, hold on.
He sold out his friend.
No,
He had on that phony arm.
He didn't
no,
sell him
no,
out. He
no,
just
no,
opened
no,
up the
no,
gate
no.
so he could do Empire.
Come on, man.
I'm
Don't
talking about Don Cheadle. He put on that Iron Patriot outfit. That's a sell. He is not. He went with the man completely.
He's a
What you
soldier.
mean,
He's
man?
supposed to do
I'm
that.
totally against that, dude.
totally.
He is so
failed us.
underused. What's the name of that show he's on Showtime?
Lies.
Lies, right?
Yeah, Lies.
Yo, fantastic show. He's great in that.
I gotta see the
I mean,
most
his
season. The first two
range in there is
seasons
But he had his
a
own
little-
show, didn't he? He was
Right.
on that other show with what was it? Good grief, Kirsten Bell. He was doing that show
That's
with
the show.
that's
Lies. You know what I'm
Yeah,
trying to say?
Lies.
It's the same show. I thought it was a different one.
No.
House of Lies.
House of Lies, right.
House of Lies. Okay.
The first 2 seasons were good. So I'm just saying, come on, give him more to do. If you just keep him boxed up
On his back,
now
he's
he's
got to heal. He's
Okay.
got to get the Tesseract to heal his legs. No, they're not going to do it because it's like we need a real moment, just like they killed Quicksilver. This
He'll
is
get his
not
legs
normal.
back. We saw him walking on the stuff. He'll
He
be
was
fine.
struggling. He's going to be like born in the USA. He's going to be complaining about the Avengers afterwards. It's going to go all south for him.
Okay, guys, anything else about Marvel?
Man, what did he put in that green tea?
Anything else about Marvel, guys?
Marvel rocks, but you guys are screwing up your comics. How can you get the film so
I didn't
right
even know I was
and
gonna
the
start
comics
with
so
Marvel
wrong?
rocks, and then he just.
How
it
can
had
you
to
get the
change.
films right and it's so backward? How can you get the films right? How can you get the Netflix shows right for the most part?
The
How can you
talent
get
is
the
on the
films
movies
right?
and on the shows. That's
Okay,
where the money is.
I'll bet you 5 will get you 10, but they'll probably even get the Inhumans right, and the comic books are just so off. It's amazing.
That's a good thing. Good segue. Did you see the Inhumans trailer?
We all saw it. We did
saw
that.
it and we thought we did that. We hammered it, and we're on
The second one.
The second one. Let's look at it right now.
No,
You didn't see the
Okay,
second one?
we
The
have
second
to
one.
go. Spin the rack out.
later.
Wait, you guys didn't you see the sketch?
What do I need to watch it
We
again
didn't know
for?
there
We're
was-
going to go to the
It was better.
I'm going to go see the first episode in the theater.